I'm going to be doing my famous, infamous speech today. I decided to do it on Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn was born in Brussels on May 4th, 1929. She was the only child of her mother's second marriage. Her mother's name was Ella Van Hemstra. She was born in 1900. Audrey's father was Joseph Victor Anthony Hepburn, a British man. Joseph inherited the name Hepburn from his father, whose first wife, Isabella Hepburn, claimed descent from James Hepburn's third husband of Mary Queen of Scots. Audrey was a splendid baby. 6 weeks after birth, she contracted whooping cough. Although she recovered, she carried traces of this illness throughout her life. Audrey was raised by nurses and governesses and always remembered her mother as being cold and distant. Audrey Hepburn was always discreet about her childhood. However, she later confided that she loved growing up in the Van Hemstra environment. She said she had a passion for open air and she had a passion for trees, birds, and flowers. She was 5 when she started school. Her parents decided to send her to England to be educated. She was terrified from being so far from home, although she described those years as having been a good lesson in independence. Although she was a beautiful child, she suffered from bouts of bulimia very early on and became a plump girl with round cheeks. Audrey discovered literature through her mother, who was very cultured, but more significantly through her brother Ian. At age 13, she was amazingly well-read. In May 1935, Audrey's mother found her father in the bed with the governess. He left the house and never returned. Audrey was 6 at the time, and for her, it was utterly traumatic. As an adult, she had said she worshipped him and missed him terribly from the day he disappeared. Audrey was at school in England until 1939. She began to suffer migraines, a condition that persisted throughout her life. Audrey spent most of her teen years near Germany during the war, which left her with deep physical and psychological scars. She later said she came out of the war grateful to be alive and certain that human relations are more important than wealth, food, luxury, and a career. After the war, her mother and her moved to London. She continued her ballet career and worked as a model. In 1951, she began acting in films. She got into acting mainly to make money to help out her mother. Her first major performance was the film The Secret People. Soon after, she was chosen to play the lead in the Broadway play Gigi and won a Theatre World Award. Audrey was then offered a starring role opposite Gregory Peck in Roman Holiday. She won the 1953 Academy Award for Best Actress. After that, she starred in many famous movies, such as Funny Face, Breakfast at Tiffany's, My Fair Lady, and many, many more. Soon after Audrey's final film, she was appointed a special ambassador to the United Nations Children's Fund. Grateful of her own good fortune after being a victim of the Nazi occupation as a child, she dedicated the rest of her life to helping impoverished children in the world's poorest nations. In 1992, President Bush presented her with the Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of her work with the UNICEF. She died of colorectal cancer on January 20th, 1993. I chose Audrey Hepburn because I feel that she is a wonderful role model. She was beautiful inside and out, and despite her rough childhood, she turned it into something good by helping out children in need. So I just feel like she was a good person all around. And that's about it. Thanks.